Well, good morning, Dirtfish Rally friends. 3 stages of the Acropolis Rally completed. Slightly modified schedule this morning. The opening stage, they reduced by 10 kilometres, but thank goodness, so far it looks like all of the stages will run today with that modification to the opening stage. What has that meant out there? Well, the weather has moved on. You might be able to tell behind us. There's quite a breeze blowing from the sea across this morning's stages here in Loutraki, drying things out quickly. But it was this morning a tale of 2 stages. The opening stage was relatively dry. The second stage on the loop on the other side of the mountains, well, that was wet, damp, claggy, challenging. Who is the man that has mastered the conditions out here this morning? Well, Thierry Neuville has started this event where he left off in 2022. Neuville leads after 3 stages. His lead only 2 seconds, mind you. This is what he told us just a minute or 2 ago.
Good start. Better than expected in the first stage. We had a good run through. Car was working more or less fine. Small adjustment for the last one, and on another good stage for us. Managing a bit the tires and small moments in the compressions. Maybe the water just ran through during the whole week and it made it more deep. So a couple of small moments when the rear was kicking, but other than that it was a smooth stage.
So 2 seconds, that lead that Neuville has over Rovanperä. He might have expected being first on the road in Greece to lose a lot of time today. The conditions, though, seem to have worked in his favour.
The first stage was surprisingly dry. For sure there the road was cleaning a lot. The second one was already much more trickier, damp condition with quite, let's say, narrow line. So I just tried to follow the line and it seems to work.
It was quite a big moment towards the end of that stage. Tell us about that moment.
Yeah, it was old river like we have seen already in the recce, but now after the rains it was much steeper. The step was big, so it throwed us quite a lot.
Well, Rovanperä has to be delighted with his performance out there this morning. A little bit lucky with that compression. We'll talk about that in a minute or 2. In 3rd place after 3 stages, it is Sebastian Ogier. Now, don't forget, yesterday, shakedown was cancelled. Did that affect Ogier's preparations for this event?
First one quite dry, very fast. Second one more technical and much more humid, even a bit muddy at the beginning. That's why now we have some extra work cleaning the car.
What did you make of your performance? Were you at the pace you hoped to be this morning?
I think it's correct. Yeah, like I just say in French, I could be a little bit sharper maybe, but you know, not racing for 2.5 months is never easy to come back and straight away give you 100% or more. So I'm happy. I think it's a correct start, but we have to try to increase a little bit.
Do you think the fact there was no shakedown, did that compromise you a little bit?
It's same for everybody.
So more to come for sure from Sebastian Ogier as he finds his way back into this event. Just behind Ogier in 4th place is Tänak. Tänak's been battling his car out there this morning, but seems to be in a relatively positive frame of mind.
Actually, suspension now we improved and it's working quite okay, but yeah, we have no balance in the car at all. So yeah, it's something I've been fighting all year, and here, you know, when it's so technical and twisty, it's quite necessary to have something, and obviously, yeah, it's difficult really to find how to drive.
Now don't forget folks, there is no service today. What you're seeing behind us is the cars heading into regroup. The drivers clearing the mud. That's Gus Greensmith and Jonas Andersson there, clearing the mud off the car. They can only do very limited changes today. It is a day of endurance, only 65 kilometres of competitive distance, lots of road section, lots of work for the drivers to do. Other notable news from this morning. Well, Andreas Mikkelsen, who may have been considered favourite for WRC2, 2 punctures in 2 short stages. He might have some kind of issue with his rear left suspension. Can't explain those punctures, both on the rear left. That is interesting indeed. Let's see how Mikkelsen gets on this afternoon. The other big news, clearly, before the opening stage of the day got underway, Pierre-Louis Loubet not making it to the opening stage today. Issues with his Puma. If you want to see the video where we talk to Pierre-Louis, press that button up there. That will take you through to that video. We talked to him on the road section at the side of the road when he retired this morning. So, folks, drivers are heading for a little bit of a break. They then head out on 3 more stages. They make their way back up towards Lamia. Dirtfish.com, Dirtfish Live Centre. Stick with us. That is where you will find this afternoon's news from the Acropolis Rally of Greece.